Natalie here, also known as the Goal Digger Girl, and for this episode of #GetLit, we are going to crush your business in less than 10 minutes. We're going to talk about how to take the guesswork out of your profit plan with this amazing strategy. I learned this a few years ago, and I was able to go from a multiple six-figure earner to earning my first $1 million, and it was only my second year in business. So I was able to 10x my results, and I know that you can as well. So really implement this strategy. It's going to change your business. Stay tuned. With this strategy I'm going to share today. And I'm so excited because once I implemented this, I went from someone who did my first full year as a business coach and network marketer. I did $250,000 my first full year, which by all accounts seems like amazing, right? Well, I was starting at zero every single month. I was launching, sometimes it was 3 or 4 new offers per month. I was just so burned out because I had no predictability in my business, and I felt a lot of anxiety around it. How was I going to pay the mortgage? And I definitely didn't want to have to go back to my job. So it really put a lot of stress on me. And then in 2020, my first full year with this method, I actually did $1.1 million. And from there, started building a team and have done multiple millions every year since. So I absolutely, just without a shadow of a doubt, if I could just give you one piece of advice, it would be to implement recurring revenue in your business. So let's talk a little bit about that. So if you are doing the whole, you're launching and you've got some clients coming in, or even in network marketing, I see this too, where people will have a lot of people come in and then they're 6 months later, they look back and they're like, I haven't recruited anybody in 6 months because you had those people coming in and you were so focused on onboarding them and then you got into management mode. We really want to think strategically about how we can layer in new revenue into our business on an ongoing basis. So this can be with an automated webinar where you have, you're running traffic to it and you're converting sales that way. It can be by having a sales team, or it can be, and you can also do launching, where you're going live and you're launching on camera, okay? Or maybe you schedule, a masterclass or a webinar live, okay? So you can have an automated version, you can have a sales team working independently of you, or you can be the one to do it, right? And so I recommend implementing all of these facets into your business to really turbocharge your results and also get to a point where it's not dependent upon you. I actually lost my voice last year, and I would just massive prayer got me through all of the live launches that we did. And I look back and that was just so difficult because I realized that the whole company had been built on me speaking and me being the one selling on camera. And so over time we've shifted out of that, and we're poised to make it where it's going to be a game changer next year of how much that's not what it is. And so it can take time to implement this, but let's just talk about recurring revenue to start with and what this can do for your business. So let's say you launch something and you've got a 6-month group coaching program, okay? Really simple. Everyone can understand this. 6-month group coaching program, and you bring in, let's say 10 clients, okay? The 10 clients are paying you $1,000 each. So you've got 10K coming in every month, and that's over 6 months. Awesome. You're like, sweet, I'm a 6-figure earner. This is amazing. And what a lot of people do is then they don't launch again because they've got all this revenue coming in, or they'll spend it all. And I see this quite frequently where they're like, okay, now I need to get a bunch of VAs. I need to hire all this staff. I need, I need to get I need to buy new software and email and all this stuff. And you're spending a lot of money. Okay. Or just kind of blowing it on personal things. The 6 months go by and you went from 10K a month reoccurring to nothing the month after. So instead, what we want to do is say, okay, I've got the 10K coming in, which is awesome. And sometimes people will pay in full, so you won't even have that. You'll have a big boost of cash, but reoccurring won't be that, right? But let's just, for simple numbers, let's just say 10K a month, 10 clients, $1,000 each, 10K. So let's just say January, February, same thing, right? Well, let's say in March, you think, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and open enrollment again, because then I can start bringing in some more clients, knowing that these other ones are going to be finishing out soon, right? So in March, you go ahead and you launch again and you bring in, say, even just 5 people. So now you've got 5,000 extra coming in. So for a few months, you're going to have a real big reoccurring revenue level. Let's say it's 15K if you're following my numbers. If you don't like math, just listen and get the concepts. But with that second wave of students coming in, or clients, we call them students in our programs because we think of our programs as business school. But let's say you have clients, you've got that second wave of boost of clients coming in, your revenue is really high, you're reoccurring. But remember, the first wave of students is finishing up soon. So if it's March, you bring in some more. April, maybe you don't do anything new. May comes along and you launch again. Now your revenue is at the highest it's ever been. But the next month, it drops down to half because all those ones that came in 6 months ago are done. Unless you build an ascension model where they can upgrade to the next level, or you can continue them on in some way. But let's just say they drop off. Instead of it being catastrophic, instead of going, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay my VAs? Oh my gosh, the world is ending. You're going to predictably see a drop in revenue, knowing that was going to happen. And then you can just go ahead and schedule another launch anyways, as you were planning on doing. So this is even an every other month model. You can get to a point where maybe you launch once a quarter. Some people like Marie Forleo, I've done her B school. It's been a long time, but she did it once a year. I've seen others do this actually, where I've gone on their landing page to find out more. And they're like, it's closed till next year. And I'm like, what? They only open their programs once a year. And that works for them. Okay. So keep that in mind too, that you could really design this the way that you want. But to start, we have to build up the reoccurring revenue. All of us would love that to be like Marie Forleo with B. I mean, I wouldn't, because I like changing it up and offering new things, as you can tell. But maybe that's what you want to do. Well, you've got to build up to that, right? She has the audience for it. She has the numbers, and she delivers. I don't know if she's still doing it, but every Tuesday she'd have a new video drop, and people watch that all over the place. And she built up her list that way. Okay. So she earned that. She earned that ability to launch once a year. And you can decide what it's going to look like for you. But most importantly, I want you to start planning ahead. Okay. So depending on when you're watching this, you can plug into, right now, we have a 3-day strategic planning intensive. So you can map out the whole next year. If you're watching replay of this and it's way past that, I still want to encourage you to take time out to work on your business instead of just working in your business every day. Because those that work in their business every day never can get their head above water. They're just reacting, and they feel like they're behind the 8 ball, because they are. Those that have true success and peace of mind in their business plan ahead. And at a moment's notice, you should absolutely know what revenue is coming in. When is it dropping off? When are you going to have fluctuations in your business? When are you launching to go ahead and inject new revenue into your business? So for example, right now, this is in November when I'm recording this, and I have everything scheduled until the following year, December, down to the day. Like, I literally could tell you when I can take on a one-on-one coaching client. Okay. Is that type A? I don't know. I don't think so, because it allows me to do whatever I want, whenever I want. I have time scheduled for my family. I'm taking so much time off next year to be with my family. I'm going to be able to travel and do more in our communities on an in-person level, and be able to launch virtually, and just really serve in that way as well. Okay. So excited that you are able to really grasp this concept and implement it. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. If you've built recurring revenue into your business, feel free to share below. I would love to hear more about that. And I so appreciate you watching this as always. So thanks for being on. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you soon.